welcome to the great big reveal. You can see behind me here the Rancho de Rosie and Jen, and I'm happy to say today that we have finished all of the painting on the house. Thought it might be very exciting to take you around today, give you a closer look. I hope you like the color scheme here. It actually, we're getting all three buildings with the same color scheme, the cream on top, and then the what they call the Coconut Grove color underneath. And if you ask me, it really looks spanking there, and it really blends into the natural landscape, which I love. People have asked me, why do you choose green as a color? Well, green is a very soothing and peaceful color, and when we sit on the back deck in the evening and you just see the green of the orchard in the back, and you see the green of the shine shack, the lower part with the cream, it just looks so beautiful, and it seems so peaceful because basically I'm in the middle of the highest density location in a city of 200,000 people here in California. So it's a constant barrage of noise. You see when I do videos, I have helicopters overhead, dogs barking next door. It's just right now, it's one of those seconds of just peace and quiet. So the tranquility of colors is very important to me. So let's have a little bit of a walk around now. Yeah, I know, like you've never seen a girl doing videos before, and I think you'll agree. The one nice thing in front there is the really lovely the petunias that Jen and I, well, she planted them in there and we picked them out. We had other plants last year, but they weren't nearly as attractive as the petunias, and the petunias go beautifully well with the colors. And somebody asked me, are they the colors of the Mexican flag? Because of course the Mexican flag is red, green, and white. And I say, no, it's the Italian flag. It's the same, you know, green, white, and red, white, and green. So go figure. I have a few laughs with that, but you can see, when the house originally came, it was a seafoam green on the bottom, and the rain gutters on top were the same color as the cream. Well, I just thought splitting that out on a difference there, and separating out and putting a little cap on top with separating the colors would be really make it look pretty snappy here. All that center window was put in new about 3 years ago, and I'm going to be putting up the photos. It's actually been 4 years, and there's Missy Jen. 4 years since I've been on the Rancho here, and Jen's been here a little over a year. And that window there was new, and now it blends into the environment. It gives us some really nice light in the hallway there. And what do you think? You're very excited. We worked our tails off for 2 weeks here, and it paid off. Jen did a lot of painting of the downspouts and things, and touch-up work, and going back and correcting my boo-boos. So I'm most appreciative of her help. I did a lot of the high ladder work here. So we'll show you around the side. Come on back, Jen. We'll see what you lead the way, honey.
Certified.
You have a better rear view.
Painter.
Certified painter. And doesn't that look popping with those petunias there? You know, apologize for our roses. We've just about had it with the roses here. We're going to yank them and we're going to put hydrangeas in, white hydrangeas for next year, and they're going to look really nice against the green here. The roses just aren't thriving in this eastern exposure, probably because by the time the sun burns off the marine layer, it's really over the house a lot of days, and they really need more sun than they're getting there. But petunias look beautiful. So yeah, it came down the side, the windows that we, all new windows that I put in years ago. Bobby was kind enough to go pick them all up in his pickup truck, and we got all these windows here. That looks nice. A lot of the cable bundles were hidden nicely with the coloration painting. Thank you, Jen. Over here. And of course, there's the shine shack that was previously painted. So as I turn around now and come up the steps to the deck, you can really see how nice everything looks back here. Now there was a significant amount of work, of course, around the windows. There was a lot of repair work that I had to do on a lot of the base skirting of the building here was really worn with a lot of bad spots, and a lot of things had to be filled here. Let me just close this back door. And this is where Jen went around and caulked a lot of things too on there, which helped fill up a lot of holes that we had. But you can see how well it's going to be even nicer sitting inside now, or sitting out here on the deck and eating dinner, and you just feel like, I was telling people, you feel like you're in a peaceful escape. Yes. Even though we're in the heaviest density area of a city of 200,000 people here, it's like peaceful. Yes, the dogs bark and all that, but there's so much green when you sit out here on the back deck. You can't help but feel it's a very well, it's a really peaceful experience.
It's like our own little oasis.
Oasis, that's exactly right. You can look down there and see the orchard. Of course, we have the persimmon trees up here, which gives us nice shade when we have dinner out here on the deck. Of course, it's been too cool. I don't even think we've had. Yeah, I'm gonna do an update this week, but you know, we haven't had real warm. We had a really cool May, and we haven't even been able to sit outside and eat yet. So, well, and that's the way it looks on that side. And of course, all these, this used to be 2 doors here, and I replaced them with windows, so we'd have in the breakfast nook would be much more view area. You don't need 2 doors. Look kind of goofy there, so I had to do a lot of carpentry before in that area. Yeah, it's completely concealed.
You could kind of still see
yeah, you could see where the breaks were, and where I put other skirting in there and had to form, you know, this redwood skirting is not available, so I had to actually make up some skirting over in that area to sort of match that. So that's looking real good now over there. So, and I'll show you the last side here, and then Jen and I will say a couple last words. I did have to paint around. It took a little extra time, but it was worth it to paint around the beans that we have growing here. And these are doing magnificently. I don't want to steal the thunder for the update, but you can see how well it turned on this side. Turned out well too. And this is the glass block window that I especially, you know, it takes a lot of guts sometimes to cut a hole through the side of a building. But this glass block window, I fitted it in real good and then trimmed it out, so you know, it let a lot of natural light in the bathroom and yet give a lot of privacy. So let's wrap it up. I'll get Jen over here. We'll say a few last words. She has well, you've really busted your tail in here, and you know, I'm at work and things, and she's still doing things like caulking, and you clean most every brush I ever used when I was done painting. Coming off a ladder, some days I would really be fatigued, and of course have to deal with the terrible issues of the leg cramps and stuff like that. So Jen was a tremendous helpmate in that regard. This whole deck here you see cleaned up about 4 hours ago. It was filled with wood that we burn in the fireplace that you can see back there. She was tools and everything. She was gracious enough to put this deck into a shape that we wanted to show you today. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the big reveal on the painting of the Casa here, and stay tuned. We've got one more building to go, the garage, and in some ways it's going to be the most challenging building of all because it needs carpentry. So. All right, thumbs up are most appreciated, and as usual, we love having you guys around. People say, is that all you do there is work, work, work? Well, the work's going to be over soon enough, and we are going to be doing stuff every weekend, doing all kinds of cool stuff. Your patience will be rewarded. Thank you, honey, for all your help on painting the Casa house. Some days I thought it would never end, but you know, guys, when you brush paint, and this is not sprayed on, this is every bit of paint on here is brushed on with a paint, and the bottom has 2 coats on it. You're talking about a real time commitment, but this paint job is going to last probably twice as long as airbrush. Don't keep you looking pretty here. As a airbrushed, brushless spray job. So, all right, everybody. Thanks so much for being along.